Hello everybody, and welcome to this final episode of the collection. I'm finally getting around to doing it after watching all the E3 conferences today. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump on into this. This is going to be all strategy guides that I have currently been able to locate. Starting off with a few just little crap things. First up, we have this Final Fantasy 13 little freebie guide for pre-ordering the game. Got that. Next up we have Secret Codes 2. Whoops, I'm way out of frame there. For Nintendo 64. To be honest, I think I might use this for like Clay Fighters and maybe Mortal Kombat Mythologies when I rented that, but that's about it. Next up we have two of them that came from Blue Star Eyes' house. This would be 15,000 codes. Codes and cheats, Xbox 360, blah 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 blah. It was this summer 2006 and fall 2006. No idea if she ever got use out of them or just got them on impulse, but yeah. And now it kind of looks like we're working our way down from size here. Got the Tron Evolution Guide, which actually helped me out quite a bit on my second playthrough when I went through just to collect everything that I had missed. Pretty straightforward game though, so that wasn't really needed. Next up we have Mega Man Star Force 2, the Wave Command card kit. Yeah, I got this on impulse just because it was really cheap. Next up we have... I should probably save this one until I get to that game's actual guide. Yeah, let's keep with Tron and go with the Tron 2.0 guide for the PC. Which actually this worked out quite well with the original Xbox version as well. And still sticking with PC, the last PC one is Diablo 2, which I got in the Diablo Battle Chest years ago when I first got a PC. Funny how it was only $25 at that time and now it's $30. Start with the second pile over here. Okay, so now we're on to just straight regular player guide, so I'm just going to kind of go through them here. First up we have Halo 3. Very nice guide, lots to it. Still got the poster in there. Yeah, lots of ads in the back. Where am I going to set these damn things? I will set them right here next to the other pile and drop a bunch of shit. Awesome. Next up we have Devil May Cry 4. Which I still need to go through and actually beat. Got well past halfway and then just lost interest. Burnout Revenge, which I got for the original Xbox, and this guide still worked the exact same for the 360 version when they re-released it. Forza Motorsport. Woo. I should really think about just adjusting this camera, but whatever. Then to show that I really don't have these in any kind of order, here's Halo 2. Really great guide. Honestly, this one killed a lot of time in high school when the game first came out for me. Kind of just talking about the game with friends. And we have Shadow the Hedgehog, which really only came in handy when trying to figure out how to kind of go through each of the story arcs, since your actions kind of determine the path that you took. All led to the same ending though. We got Ninja Gaiden Black, a guide that really doesn't help if you still get your ass kicked. Next up we have Assassin's Creed, which I am happy to say I did not use the map in the back. See, it's still attached to 100% the game and get all the collectibles. However, I can't take total credit because I did still use an online map. I wanted to make myself feel good for once. Next up we have the Sonic the Hedgehog guide, which a lot of people loathe this game. Yeah. To be honest, I don't mind it too much. It's not as bad as everybody led on to believe. It just kind of takes some forcing to get through the beginning. Next up we have Clive Barker's Jericho. Interesting story. Gameplay wasn't all that bad. Only complaint I have is that why the hell do you pay for cheat codes? And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Then next up we have I did pull the map out of this one, but I don't know where the fuck it is. Tomb Raider Legend. Another game I 100%ed up until they released DLC, and I just haven't gone back and played it. Then we have Fallout 3. This is a guide we actually got used when Blue Starry Eyes got back into Fallout. Interesting note, the little exclusive skill quick reference card was still in the book when we got it, but the fucking map in the back was ripped out, so yeah, way to go, Dick. Then we have the Gears of War guide, which looks a little odd because it came bundled with an art book. Is that what this one? Yeah, pretty sure that's what this came bundled with. Next up we have the Portal 2 guide, with its very nice art section and commentary all throughout the back. Then we have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which is also Sonic Advance. And now we went from a bunch of Xbox and 360 stuff to going back in time before we get to the current stuff again. Here is Super Mario Sunshine. I guess the postcards, I don't know what the hell happened to those. Then we have a nice piece of collection, the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. Nice little shiny guide. Covers all 4 classic Zelda titles. They're on the promotional Collector's Edition disc. Got this one. Actually, funny story about this guide. I actually got accused of stealing it from Circuit City when they were still in business around here. All because I asked for a bag when I got to the door because it was raining out, and where I had originally bought it from, I told them I didn't need a bag. Lots of fun there, and they still didn't believe me, so I just never went back to that store again. Super Smash Bros. Melee is the next one. Then we have Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, don't really have to say much about those guides. Next up we have The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This was one of Blue Starry Eyes' guides. And this is the Premier Edition GameCube version. Next up we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Still with the DVD in there. Now the only Final Fantasy that I own but really don't care for is Final Fantasy XII. That also came with an art book, and it was all bundled together with a dust cover, which is locked away in a chest somewhere just to protect it. Next up we have Dot Hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth. Final Fantasy X, which was probably the first Final Fantasy game that I really, truly enjoyed. Of course, I went back and enjoyed some of the past ones, so not saying that was my first and only. And we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, something that really wasn't needed, probably an impulse buy. Next up we have Devil May Cry, which I picked up a little more recently, just because I never owned the original game, so I ended up finding this and the game being sold together, so I picked up both. And we have Diddy Kong Racing, and I'm going to end that set here. Stay tuned for part 2.